been walking roads that swallow life, with nothing left to hold. Every prayer felt like an echo, every dream felt tired to know. I could hear my heartbeat tremble, I could feel the weight I'd made, standing halfway to surrender, feeling lost and far from grace. Feeling lost and far from grace, trying hard just to keep the pace, carrying burdens I can't erase, searching for a kinder place. But even here in this empty space, there's a love that won't lose trace of a soul that's lost and far from grace. I've knelt beside the broken fences where my past still leaves a stain. Thought forgiveness was a rumor, thought redemption knew my name in vain. But somewhere in the quiet moments, in the dark I'd learned to hate, I felt something warm inside me, soft as hands that lift the weight. Feeling lost and far from grace, walking slow through a lonely place, trying to heal what time erased, learning mercy ain't a race. And even when I fell from faith, I was held by something safe. When I was lost and far from grace. Maybe love is just a whisper in the middle of the night. Maybe God walks in the shadows where the broken hearts abide. Maybe I was never left by the hands I thought denied. Feeling lost and far from grace, but I found peace in this quiet place. Every tear left a sacred trace, every scar became embraced. I finally saw his gentle face in the dark I feared to face. When I was lost and far from grace. I walked that road at sundown, dust heavy on my name, carrying every sin I'd gathered, every loss I had to claim. Thought the ghosts would drag me under, thought the past would win again. But the wind says, son, your burden ain't the place your story ends. On the road where I left my shame, I laid it down in the dirt, in the wind, in the rain. It didn't break me, it made me change. Turned a wounded heart into something reclaimed. I found mercy calling my name. On the road where I left my shame, I saw memories in the shadows, every wrong I couldn't hide. Heard forgiveness in the silence, walking right there by my side. And the weight that held me broken started falling from my chest. I realized that sometimes even sinners get to rest. On the road laid it down in the dirt, in the wind, in the rain. It didn't break me, it made me change. Turned a wounded heart into something reclaimed. I heard heaven whisper my name on the road where I left my shame. I ain't the man I used to be, I ain't the boy I couldn't save, but every mile behind me now is a mile I walked away from the fear, from the guilt, from the darkness I became. I found a different kind of truth on that forgotten dusty plain. On the road where I left my shame, I laid it down in the dirt, in the wind, in the rain. Grace didn't judge me, it broke my chains, gave a tired soul the strength to rise again. I walked home with a brand new name from the road where I left my shame. If you're carrying your own shadows, don't be scared of where you've been. There's a road out in the silence where your healing can begin. I was warmed up by the shadow, too tired to make it home. Carried memories like a burden, walking miles I walked alone. Cold wind whispered on my face, moonlight cut me to the bone. But somewhere past the loneliness, I felt a pull I'd never known, where mercy meets the midnight road, where mercy meets the midnight road. A tired soul can lay his load. There's a light that only darkness shows, for hearts too heavy to be bold. I found grace where the cold wind blows, where mercy meets the midnight road.
I heard footsteps in the distance, didn't know if they were mine. Thought the path was coming for me, thought the end was close behind. But a warm hand touched my shoulder, soft as sunrise on my skin, and I knew I wasn't falling, I was finally being lifted in.
Where mercy meets the midnight road, a broken heart can drop its load. There's a truth the wounded only know, a quiet peace that starts to grow. And I felt heaven call me home, where mercy Maybe angels walk in shadows, maybe grace shows up in dust. Maybe God don't choose a temple, He walks roads the lost ones trust. Every fear that held me captive fell away like drifting smoke. Sometimes healing comes a moment you let go of all you broke.
Where mercy meets the midnight road, I found the strength to drop my load, and the pain that once felt carved in stone became the path that led me home. I felt love I thought I'd never know.
Where mercy
meets a midnight road.
If you're walking through the darkness, feeling lost and far from grace, there's a road out in the silence where your heart can find its place. The night came slow and quiet, like a stranger passing through. Laid his hands upon my shoulders, said, son, I still see you. I've been running from the shadows, from the things I couldn't change. But the dark felt almost gentle, like it knew my hidden pain. When the night laid down its hand, didn't break me, didn't dare. It held me like an old tired friend who knew the places I had been. In the quiet I finally understood there's mercy even in the nightfall's breath. When the night laid down its hand, I heard memories in the stillness echo soft across the plains. Every heartbreak, every burden, every unspoken little prayer. And the stars look like a promise on a sky so warm and blue. I swear I felt forgiveness in the cold wind pulling through. When the night laid down its hand, it didn't judge me where I stand. It healed me with a quiet grace the daylight never could replace. I felt something holy where I am, a gentle touch I didn't understand. When the night laid down its hand, maybe heaven speaks in whispers, maybe mercy wears the dark, maybe God don't always show up in a fire or a spark. Sometimes comfort comes in shadows, sometimes peace is born of grief. Sometimes you only feel His presence when the world is finally still enough to breathe. When the night laid down His hands, it held the pieces of this man. It didn't fix me in a moment's light, but it stayed with me through the longest night. There's a love that only darkness understands. I felt it deep across the land. When the night laid down its hand, if the evening feels too heavy, don't turn away or run. Sometimes the night that scares you is the one that makes you strong. I walked a mile with my shadow, and 10 more with my pain. Carried heartbreak on my shoulders like a weight I couldn't name. Every step felt like a warning, every night cut like a blade. But somewhere in the hurting, I saw the man I start to say, there's a light at the end of the wound, shining soft through the hurt that I once knew. It ain't quick and it ain't smooth, but grace grows slow like morning dew. Yeah, every scar became a truth. There's a light at the end of the wound. I laid down all of my failures by a creek at break of day. Let the water take my sorrow, let forgiveness wash my shame. And the voice inside the breeze said, son, you're more than what you've lost. Healing ain't a straight road, but it's worth the miles it costs. There's a light at the end of the wound, shining soft through the hurt that I once knew. It ain't quick and it ain't smooth, but grace grows slow like morning dew. Every scar became a truth. There's a light at the end of the wound. I ain't the man I was before, but I ain't the man I fear. I found strength inside the hurt, found a voice inside the tears. And the night that tried to break me showed me something deep and true. Sometimes you only see the sunrise when the dark is part of you. There's a light at the end of the wound, shining soft through the hurt that I once knew. There's a healing coming through, like a quiet prayer that finally blooms. Every scar became a truth. There's a light